Hey guys, today we are back with another tutorial. Today we're going to be showing you how we do the feed in, very natural looking. Go ahead and show them how it looks. This is a feed in cornrow. So as you can see, there's no knot. It kind of just gradually gets a little bit bigger and then you can extend it down as long as you want. So I did 2 braids down the middle and then the large braid with hair added. I'm going to do one on each side. So her hair's already been washed and blown out. I'm going to use some Murray's Edge Wax. And we're just gonna smooth this over to get it a little bit smoother. You can flat iron the hair to get it really smooth if you want. I prefer not to put any extra heat on that I don't need, so I did not. Just gonna smooth this over her edges. Make sure you don't forget the kitchen. You gotta get back here. Okay. Now that I have applied that, I'm gonna take just my rat tail comb and just pull it through a little bit. You can use a comb, you can use a brush, however you want to do this. And she is completely natural, but you can do this on transitioning hair, and you can also do this on relaxed hair. Okay, so that's been prepped. Go ahead and come up just a little bit for me. So I'm just gonna start at the very, very top, just scoop off a tiny little pinch. And the key to making these braids look really good is taking your time and doing really small sections. So turn this way just a little bit more for me. So I'm gonna section this off into 3 sections. 1, 2, 3, just like this. So I'm gonna move in 2-part sections. So I'll explain in a minute. So I'm gonna start the braid under, grab the left, this. So that was 1 cinch, 2 cinch, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the hair. And so every time I've done 2 cinches, I'm going to add a little bit more hair. So I'll show you that one more time. I want to make sure, and excuse my nails, I apologize about that. So yeah, just take off the first little section. So I have my right, my middle, my left. I'm going to take the right under, grab the left, take the right under, grab the left. And that was a 2-part cinch. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead with my first little piece of hair. I'm gonna have her help me. Can you help me split that in half if you don't mind? I said be very, very, very stingy, just the tiniest bit of hair. We're gonna go ahead and place this behind the hair like this. Hold it with my thumb like that underneath. We can let that piece fall on top. We're gonna do 2 cinches. 1, 2, just like that. Go ahead and grab, let me take that, thank you. Put it right underneath, 2 cinches, 1, 2, just like that. And we're just gonna keep moving down, being as neat as we can. And you can go back and rewind this as many times as you need to. So I'm gonna take the hair, put it behind it like that. 1, 2. So you got a lot of stuff to keep in mind. One of the things you got to keep in mind is this hair right here. We want to make sure this is staying taut, just like that. We want that to stay taut. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another piece of hair. It's going to go behind, and we're going to go 1, 2. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that again. I'm going to pull these pieces out so we can show you again. I'm gonna do it a little bit faster this time. There we go. All right, so one more time, I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna start off with our section. Come up just a little bit for me. Don't be afraid to tell your model to scoot over or put their head up, whatever you gotta do to make sure the braids come out really nice. So we have our 3 sections. 1, 2, just like this. And we're keeping it taut. We're keeping our sections even. We're taking tiny sections. We're doing all of that. We have a piece of hair. We're going to go ahead and put that right behind and do 1, 2, just like that. Ah, lost it. Show that one more time. Right in behind it. 1, 2, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab my next piece. right there. I'm gonna slip it right behind. 1, 2, just like that. Keeping this taut. Small sections, we're taking our time. Patience is the key with this. 1, we're getting the front. 2, we're getting the back right here. If it's bubbling or anything, just pull it out and re-put it back in. You know, take your time, there's no rush, just like that. Go ahead and take another little piece. And as you're adding in and going down, you can add just a little bit more hair each time. Like a little bit thicker sections each time, just a little bit thicker. You don't want to get too crazy. That, we're gonna grab from the top, smooth that down. Let's go ahead and throw a piece of hair back there. Like this. Scooping from the bottom, scooping from the top. Okay, we're gonna slide this part down. Going with another piece. I'm just gonna take my sweet time. Make sure all stays even. Slide this down. We're gonna grab some more hair. We got a couple different things going on. Grabbing different sections, the different amount of hair. Just take your time, there's no rush. So put another little piece behind. Just like this. Okay. Putting this in. I'm gonna have you turn your head a little bit. I wanna make sure they can see all the way back here. Now it's getting kind of messy. You can always come in with a comb and smooth that out a little bit. Get rid of any tangles. This is a really fun hairstyle. You can do 2, you can do 12, you can do the braids into 1 big ponytail, you can do into 2 ponytails, whatever you wanna do. There's a lot of options for this style. So we're just gonna keep cinching this. Something to keep in mind is where the end of her real hair is, that part's gonna wanna stick out. So you're gonna wanna be really generous with the edge wax and get all of that in there. Just like that. Okay. When I see ends starting to stick out, what you can do with that is edge wax, put all that down, and at the very end, you probably wanna do a generous layer of mousse. If you do not have a dryer to sit under, you can always just like put a do-rag on top of your head and sleep with it on so you wake up and it's really smooth. But a dryer to sit under is good too. So we're just tucking all that in. What I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna take that other braid, I wanna make sure they're twins. So I'm gonna compare them as I'm doing it, and it's about the same thickness, so I'm pleased with that. If it wasn't, and I needed to add more hair, I would just go in same way, just like this. So you can add as much hair as you need. You want them as close to the same size as possible. Just gonna keep going all the way down, and I'm starting to see it's getting a little bit thinner than the other ones. I'm gonna take another piece right behind like this. Just add that in there just like that. Keep going all the way down. All the way until, I mean, you could go all the way to your ankles if you wanted, just however long you want to do it. So she's being modest. We're gonna do these pretty short. So this is the length we're gonna stop it at. Just gonna tie this. And then what you want to do is come in with thinning shears and thin this out, and then dip it in boiling water, curl it, leave it straight, whatever you want to do. So there you have it. Go ahead and show them the side. What it looks like. And then generous mousse. Tie it down with a do-rag, a scarf, whatever, and then put her under the dryer, or just wait till it's completely dry before taking it off. But there's the finished look. Hey guys, so today's tip would be the importance of a good nighttime routine. So important to make sure you're sleeping on a satin pillowcase. Make sure you use a scarf, a do-rag, or a bonnet each night to protect your hair, whether it's in a wash and go or a braided style. So important to make sure you're protecting your hair at night so it's not your pillow's not robbing you of any moisture and, you know, rubbing to where you gotta deal with breakage, dryness, anything like that. So I know it's maybe not the cutest, but each night just make sure you're protecting your hair with the proper head attire. So that's today's tip. Thank you so much for watching. To stay in the loop, make sure you hit the notification bell to be alerted of new videos, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.